MrBeast doesn't write his hooks, he engineers them. In just 25 seconds, he uses a 3-part formula to spike your dopamine and make it impossible to stop watching. In this video, I'm going to break it down line for line, showing you the exact formula that he's used to generate over 85 billion views and become the most viewed creator on YouTube. Then if you stick around to the end, I'll show you how to take this formula and recreate it for any channel or any niche using one mega AI prompt. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Eli. I'm a YouTube scriptwriter, and in the past 3 years, my hooks have generated over 12 million views for creators like vidIQ, Sarah Finance, and Davey Fogarty. Alright, so to kick things off, let's watch the first 25 seconds from MrBeast's recent viral pyramid video and break down exactly why his hooks are so damn good.
I somehow have unrestricted access to all of the Great Pyramids of Egypt! Whoa. No, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
We'll be going into the tombs of ancient pharaohs, places that are literally illegal to enter because they're incredibly dangerous.
What if we fall? Oh yeah, you'll definitely die.
We'll even be swimming through a secret underground tomb beneath the pyramids.
Oh my God.
We've only been granted 100 hours to explore. And
Alright, so I've just copy and pasted his hook. Now, there's a lot going on in these tiny 3 lines here, and once you understand how they work, you're going to be able to quickly grab your audience's attention. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice, which I've highlighted in red, is that he's using high stakes. So in this line right here, he's saying that these places are literally illegal to enter because they're incredibly dangerous. So he's not just saying that they're risky, he's raising these stakes to the extreme. He's saying that these locations are so dangerous that the authorities have literally banned people from going in, and it's these high stakes that really grab your attention. So this is because your brain is wired to prioritize potential threats. This is called negativity bias, which means that you pay attention to danger more than anything else. So when he opens the video with a line that literally screams, "I could die doing this," this taps into your negative bias and you can't help but pay attention. But danger and risk alone is not enough. What he does in this second line is even sneakier. So I call this foreshadowing the payoff. This is where he hints at the most exciting parts of the video but doesn't reveal them. So you can see in this line, he's teasing that they're going to be swimming in a secret underground tomb beneath the pyramids. It's also paired with B-roll that really gets you excited, wondering what it is. And this taps into something called open loop psychology. So your brain hates unanswered questions. So when he teases they're going to be swimming in a secret underground tomb, you're immediately thinking, what's in the tomb? Why is it a secret, and how are they going to get out of there? So because MrBeast doesn't answer any of these questions in the hook, you stick around and keep watching to find out what happened. But this last line in MrBeast's hook goes way beyond just grabbing attention. In fact, it's the reason why you're still watching 10 minutes in while you should be doing other important shit. So it's the fact that he always has a clear mission with unresolved tension. So this is when the video has a clear goal and sometimes a time limit. So for example, in the pyramid video, they only have 100 hours to explore every room. And this creates something called narrative tension. It works because your brain loves structure. Whenever there's a challenge or a countdown timer, this creates a natural story arc where you're asking questions like, are they going to finish the challenge, or what happens if they run out of time? This turns the video into a mission, and now you're sitting there wondering, are they going to complete the challenge? Are they going to enter every room before time runs out? Now, it's those 3 points that I've just covered that makes his pyramid video hook so addictive. But they aren't just unique to this video. He repeats this pattern over and over again for videos on completely different topics. So before I show you how to write your own hook using this formula, let's break down one more example to prove that this video works no matter what it's about. All right, so let's watch the first 25 seconds of this video.
If this subscriber can beat Ronaldo in a 1v1, I'm going to give him $1 million.
in this video, you are going to see the greatest,
Oh my gosh!
the strongest, and the fastest athletes on the entire planet compete against normal people, starting with Tom Brady.
So in just 2 lines, that hook sets up everything. So first up, the stakes are super high. We have a regular subscriber potentially winning $1 million by going one-on-one with Ronaldo. So it doesn't really get more dopamine filled than that. And it's these high stakes that instantly grab the audience's attention. So next, MrBeast says, you're going to see the greatest, strongest, and fastest athletes on the planet. That's the foreshadowed payoff. So he's teasing the most valuable parts of the video, but he's holding back the details. So your brain's then stuck thinking, who are these athletes and how unfair is this going to get? So then finally, we have the mission with unresolved tension. So in this example, it's actually baked into this first line here. And the mission is simply, can this random subscriber beat Ronaldo? But here's the really genius part. Every new challenger becomes its own mini story with tension. Now you're not just watching to see this subscriber versus Ronaldo, you're also watching all the mini stories and challenges up until that point. So you're thinking, is this guy going to beat Tom Brady, or who's the next athlete, and is this average subscriber going to be able to beat them? But the real question is how do you recreate this hook for your own channel? And is it possible to recreate it for any channel in any niche? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be covering next. But real quick, if you've been enjoying this breakdown, then you're going to love my free AI script writing course. I go so much deeper in the psychology behind what keeps people's attention, show you how to turn any idea into a fully written script using AI in record time. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link to the waitlist in the description below. All right, so now you've seen how MrBeast engineers his hook. Let's turn those principles into a simple formula that you can use to apply to any channel or niche. So if we break down these psychological triggers we just covered, this is what it looks like as a formula. So step one is to set high stakes. This is designed to create urgency or risk and tap into that negative bias that we talked about. Then you have foreshadowing the payoff. This is where you want to tease what's coming in the video, but don't reveal too much detail. And then finally, you want to give your video a clear mission plus a time limit. Time limit's not going to apply to every single video, but it does really help. This will give your video a natural narrative arc and give people a reason to watch until the end. Now, just to be clear before I get roasted in the comments, this format generally applies to only story-based videos. For example, I would never use it for a video that I'm kind of using right now because it just doesn't make sense. This is an educational video that you're watching right now where I'm just giving away value. There's no real story or narrative arc. So this formula wouldn't really work for this type of video. All right, so now we're clear on that. Let's dive in how to actually apply this to your own channel. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you exactly how I would recreate this hook for my own channel using AI, just with a few random channel examples. All right, so the first one is a fitness example. So let's say I run a fitness channel. I'm creating a video titled, I train like a Navy SEAL for 30 days. All right, so here's a mega prompt I wrote to recreate these MrBeast hooks. I'll leave a link to this prompt in the description below. All you're gonna have to do is come in and add in your title and your niche. And as you're about to see, it's gonna create insane hooks. I'm just going to copy and paste this and bring it into ChatGPT. All right, so all I need to do is, like I said, insert the title and video. So for this one, it's I trained like a Navy SEAL for 30 days. And then the niche is obviously fitness. So let's just enter and see what we get. All right, so as you can see, pretty insane hooks. I'll just read the first one, which I think is the best. For the next 30 days, I'm pushing my body through the exact training Navy SEALs use to break people mentally. I'll be drowning in ice water, sleep deprived for days, and forced to run until my legs give out. The mission is simple: survive all 30 days without quitting, no matter what it does to me. As you can see, it's set high stakes. For the next 30 days, I'm pushing my body through the exact Navy SEAL training. Navy SEAL training, that's obviously what's getting people to click. So we're confirming the title. Before shadowing the payoff, I really like this short, punchy 3 foreshadowing the payoff. I'll be drowning in ice water, sleep deprived for days, and forced to run until my legs give out. We're teasing what's coming in the video, which really hooks you. And then finally, the mission is simple: survive all 30 days without quitting, no matter what it does to me. This could probably be a little stronger. Honestly, this is 90% ready to go. Plug this into Google Docs, make a few tweaks, and you've got an insane hook. But I want to do one more example from a completely random niche, just to prove that, like I said, this can work for any channel or niche. So let's just go with gardening, right? And let's say your title is, can a backyard garden make $1,000 in 7 days? So let's see what type of hook we get from ChatGPT. All right, so just copy and paste the title, niche obviously gardening. Let's see what we get. All right, so this is 100% a video that I would click. Fun fact about me, I actually enjoy gardening. I gave myself 7 days to turn dirt and vegetables into $1,000, but between a busted waterline, a surprise hailstorm, and nobody showing up to the market, this got out of hand fast. Can a complete beginner actually make money growing food, or is this just a homesteading fantasy? So I don't know about you, but I think this is an insane hook, and I would 100% watch this video. And I think this just goes to show the power of understanding psychology and pairing it with AI, which I personally believe is the future of creating YouTube videos. And this is exactly why I've dedicated the last few months to building my free AI script writing course. This is where I'm going into how to use psychology and pair it with AI to create insane scripts at supersonic speed. So if you are interested in learning more about that, then make sure to check out the waitlist in my description. But failing that, hope you got value from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.